question what the man.
So let's get into the topics we wanted to talk about, man. Let's talk about the latest shit that's going on in our city, man. Who the fuck want to rumble Aaron Donald?
Not me.
Come the fuck on, man. Let's keep it real, man. I've been in the club with him. I know the man before he was Aaron Donald, the star.
Oh, yes.
And this big ass nigga, that's like walking up to the gorilla cage and opening the door like, come on, gorilla, let's get it on.
Hey, did you see my man's eye?
Man, oh my God, his eye, yo. And he got the Tommy Hearns, with the Mike Tyson. Remember Mike Tyson hit that nigga and his eye was fucked up? He got all of that.
He got the Martin makeup, like when they made Martin's eye out the Hitman. Like, I'm not.
Hey man, this shit was crazy. And then he all over the social media. Look at his face. You see his face like that. Boom. This motherfucker, man, crazy.
One of the stupidest dudes I ever met.
Yeah.
What is his? I don't know.
The Vincent Springs intends to file criminal charges at Zone 3 Pittsburgh Police against Aaron Donald after alleged assault on April 10th at 11, or April 10th or 11th between 3 and 4 a.m. And then he got all this blood and shit all over his eyes. Man, this look like makeup for real. Because he don't look too hurt to be all up in this.
That's
but
real.
This is real though.
That eye's real. That eye's real.
Remember when Martin got hit in the ring? He said, "Gina, I want to go home."
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said when he got hit.
Hey, all his senses came back like, nigga, why did you?
I don't know. First off, who's his homies?
Yes.
Who was he out with to let him do this?
Yes.
Like, hey, listen, man, I gotta grab my man. Like, listen, you realize?
You on your own.
Yeah, because listen, he start to swing and I'm going this way.
You on your motherfucking own, nigga.
Oh my
Fuck, you want to fight who?
Who?
You don't see that? I mean, you got a better chance with the bouncer, probably.
Yeah, you had a better chance with the bouncers.
Yeah.
You had a better chance fighting the bouncers.
This man, all he does is work out.
Yes.
And then you want to come fuck up his happy moment where he's happy chilling in his city.
Defensive Player of the Year. That's when
All
he had the award.
Yeah.
And then he came home.
All of that.
And that was a
Nigga,
bad
you
night.
deserve to get punched in your motherfucking face.
Yeah, that's a bad
Like,
night.
listen, I ain't no sucker ass nigga, nothing like that, but Aaron Donald might can step on my shoe and I might not say, nigga, hey, nigga, you stepped on my shoe. Like, I mean, this nigga big as fuck, yo.
Hey, like the Locks was talking about when they thought they had to fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And that's how you gonna be like, you be like, hey, chill, man. You know you can be somebody, you like, go chill. But you know, if you don't think you can be like, hey, chill, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's one of them.
Hey, brother. Hey, but you want to go on, you want some money, yo.
Yeah.
You got punched in your eye for some money, man.
You got your eye socket broke.
Like, and they're riding you all over the internet because you're a fucking clown. Like, why would you try
I don't know, man.
Woo, donkey of the day, like all that. We gotta come up with something for Pittsburgh when a motherfucker do some dumbass shit in the day, yo.
Dumbest thing. That's the dumbest thing.
You gonna go in the after hour with a drunk ass wildebeest and think you was gonna come out any other way? Shit, you lucky though.
You lucky. That's
I'm gonna keep it real.
He only hit you once.
He only hit you once. And I know that once felt like 10 motherfuckers. I heard you told the bouncers it was 30 of them. But yeah, I mean, and see, y'all gotta see this, and then you wonder, as people that become stars and stuff like that, which me and you, Gray, have to roll, and certain things we have already went through, and we had to turn the other cheek and understand, coming from where we come from, the business is not you can't bring the streets to that. And I'm sure, and Aaron Donald has never been one to try to start nothing, never been one to try to provoke something. Like I told you, I was here with him when we was in the club in here and he was partying. He wanted to party. He didn't want to be around people that was on no bullshit, none of that, because that's not his lifestyle. So to me, you had to do something to ignite this situation.
Yes.
From and this is from previous situations of me being around the man. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it like that. And like what I'm saying, us is becoming stars, and when people becoming stars, you got to deal with this shit, man. Like, and it's crazy because you might want to not even get into something, but a motherfucker keep pushing you. Just keep, like, you know what I mean?
And I think that's probably what that was. Like we said, he probably was trying to get a check, like, you know what I mean? Try to get some money for getting hit. Like, oh man, you better give me some money, or I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
You know, Aaron Donald just signed like a $200 million deal or something.
Yeah, all that.
So you know, he probably tried to get a couple dollars. But
I'm gonna press charges, but I won't go to court if you give me some money.
My eye socket broke for I ain't no amount of money.
And you know, he could have been way worse than that.
Yeah.
He supposed to still need surgery right now.
Yeah, he probably do still need. We don't know how bad that eye is till it go down.
Yeah.
The doctors don't know. It still ain't went down.
Hey, he told the doctor, nigga, he still hitting me in my dream. Every time I close my other eye, I see this nigga.
Still ain't went down yet. Once that eye go down, then we'll figure out how much damage he really
Hey,
caused.
I know your homies was like, yo.
Like,
after they dropped you off at the hospital and they still got in the car and they went their separate ways, I know they was like, man, this nigga crazy.
Yeah, he is, man.
Like, what the fuck made him do this, yo? Because your homies ain't on here punching in the eye. They shit ain't fucked up. And real homies, fuck it, man. We gotta get fucked up too. I know my man Phil. Even though I did the dumbest shit in the world, you still gonna have to fuck Phil up, and vice versa.
Me up too. But that's what I'm saying. So you know he acted alone on this.
Yeah,
nobody else knocked out.
Or your homies was soft.
Oh, so yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck. We've been in a situation where
you gotta get your ass whooped with him.
Yeah,
like, that's how it goes.
It's not like
the bar together.
Yeah. You gotta fuck both of us up.
You gotta be.
And then I'm gonna fuck you up for getting me into this shit.
Yeah. Like once it's over, with me and him fighting. Once we get to the car, for getting us jumped.
Yeah. Or once we get an ICU.
Yeah.
Because then it's gonna be a fucked up situation. Because I'm picking up bottles. You fighting Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Ain't no rules at this point. I'm fighting a gorilla.
I want to know if he was alone.
Yeah.
I just want to know. Because, like, listen, the moment you would have looked at me, it's like, yo, I think I'm fighting Aaron Donald. I'm like, hey, he's drunk. Cut his tag. We up out of here. You know what I'm saying? His boy didn't stop him. Then he didn't jump in it. Then his homie didn't jump in it. So I just need to know.
There's no such thing as thinking you're fighting Aaron Donald.
No.
Listen, KDK, Andy Shing asked him, were you assaulted? He said, yes, I was. He said, was this unprovoked? It was definitely unprovoked. I've instructed him not to make any comments, but as you can see from his arm in a sling, his eyes closed, 16 stitches in his eye, and a concussion and other severe injuries he suffered. This is a severe incident. Pittsburgh police say they are investigating an incident over the week on the south side, but are not identifying anyone allegedly involved because no charges have been filed. No 911 calls were made during the incident. Instead, they say they were called to UPMC Mercy Hospital on Sunday afternoon for a man who wanted to report an assault. The man told them the incident happened in a bar somewhere on the south side, but he did not have the exact location of time. He punched that nigga back into the future. How you call the police? Hello? Hey, they assaulted me. Well, when did it happen? I don't know. It was somewhere on the south side.
He didn't wake up till Sunday afternoon. Did you see that? They called the police here till Sunday afternoon.
That nigga punched him until Sunday at 3. Hey, the famous words of Cat Williams, I don't think I would have said that. I had to take that, bro. Yeah. And then the shit that they said, man, like, police say the alleged victim told him he threw a bottle of alcohol, but didn't know if it hit anyone. Police say the alleged victim and his attorney filed a report this afternoon at the Zone 3 station. Pittsburgh police say the detectives are reviewing the complaint and the plan to consult with the Allegheny District Attorney's Office. The DA's office will determine whether charges are warranted against the accused individual. Police say they are looking for surveillance footage from the south side that may have captured the alleged incident. Donald, 29, was named Defensive Player of the Year. You know, they go and all that.
The victim threw a bottle?
Yeah, he said he threw a bottle.
So you hit AD and he hit a bottle. And he rocked your shit back.
That's what it's basically saying.
All right.
That's what they say. Now, this is coming from the CBS report. So, you know, when none of us there, CBS wasn't there, you know, they lied.
So we know he didn't get hit, then threw a bottle.
Yeah.
Because they say he was concussed. So he was asleep.
16 stitches in the eye.
So he was asleep. So we know
arm in the sling. So you mean this first. I ain't gonna mention no names, but I was in West Virginia, right? We was fighting one night, right? We was fighting the whole basketball team, right? On some drunk shit. And a nigga got punched in his chin. And when he got punched in his chin, they broke his ankle. I'm not gonna say no names, but niggas had to physically stop fighting, get the nigga up off the ground with a broke ankle. So I'm seeing shit because I'm still sitting here wondering how is this nigga's eye like this and arm in his sling. So did he hit you? You fell face forward,
or did he try to block the punch?
Yeah, like
He knew what's coming.
Yeah.
He hit him.
Was you getting hit?
And blocked his eye at the same time.
I'm just wondering, bro, because you threw a bottle.
Do a bottle. You deserve what you got, buddy.
Listen, man, that's why you're in the club. What the fuck you throwing bottles for, bro?
Yeah, that's kind of.
So you insulted that man first, and what you said in the report, or what KDKA said. But my man, it ain't looking too good.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
You felt assaulted, but it took you till the next afternoon. You had to sleep that one off. That methadone had to kick out of you that they gave you.
I don't know what he was thinking.
I don't know what you was thinking, bro, but hey, just stop fucking with motherfuckers that fucking big, yo. Find somebody else, yo. The period, yo. I don't go in the gorilla's cage or the lion's den trying to fuck with lions and you ain't nothing but a cat, bro. This man lifts houses, damn near cars, on the daily. And what you thought of anything else was, come on, man, you knew that was Aaron Donald over to the left. Wherever you threw that bottle at, you knew Aaron Donald and his entourage was over there to the left where you threw the bottle. Stop it, bro. Stop it. But we ain't gonna keep on this dumbass shit. But, you got what you deserve, I guess. You know what I mean? I ain't saying nobody, but if you throw a bottle, what you think gonna happen, man? Yeah. It could have been worse.
It was bad for you.
Yeah, it was bad for you. You know what I mean? That's what you already know.
Could you imagine trying to block a punch and somebody hits you so hard, they break your arm.
And still fuck that eye. And give you 16 stitches.
like bro, this is when keeping it real goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine that. You trying to block the punch, he broke your arm, and it's still that's
in a sling. You on the news like this?
In a sling from one punch.
Come on, bro, because you wanted to fight the defensive player of the year. Three times in a row.
Who gets paid $200 million to throw 300-pound men around? That's his job.
2 or 3 at a time.
Because he's double teamed.
Yeah.
So he got to throw 300-pound men, 2 of them at a time, out the way, and that's who you decide to hit with a bottle.
Good job. Yeah. We'll vote for you for president. Idiot, man. So let's go to the next thing. The next thing fucked me up when you brought it to me about the kids in the school.
Yeah, so in Texas, there was these something racist happened, you know what I'm saying, which is, unfortunate. We don't really want to talk about it, but it was so crazy we felt like we had to talk about it, even though it's not a Pittsburgh thing. These kids, they were white kids, they decided to have a slave trade. So they put it on Snapchat, and they were saying how much they would pay for their fellow students. They were all 9th graders. They were saying how much they would pay for their fellow students. So there was one kid there's only one example. They said there was one kid, they would only pay $1 for him because he had nappy hair, because of how nappy his hair.
So basically what they were doing was they got in a game, they were putting pictures of different black people and betting on them, like an auction, basically like a slave auction. You heard him when he said that. So in
they called it slave trade.
Slave trade. That was the name of the game.
The name of the game.
So it got real popular, I guess, for the detention to get to it. It must have got real popular.
And for us to find
be on NBC.
Yeah, NBC.
Okay.
Yeah. So
on one of them news stations, it got pretty big. And let's just say this. This is why it comes back to the parents. I'm going to say that from the start. Okay, the school got involved and they're being disciplined and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's the parents who is teaching these kids. Because my kids, first of all, we don't want to be a part of no game where people was losing their lives and people were getting killed, raped, and all types of shit. So why would you even, and I know a lot of shit goes on that you don't know, but that's where we say we need to, these are 9th graders. We need to monitor more what our kids are doing. You know what I mean? Like I do with my kids. I do pop-up checks like the police do when you in jail. I do cell checks, I call them. Yeah. And they be mad as hell like, Dad, you're not in jail. No, this is a real life thing. I'm here to pop up. I'm not to be your friend. I'm here to see what you're doing. So yeah, I'm sneaking through your phone and snooping through your shit because I'm your father. I'm not your friend. You know what I mean? And that's when it comes involved with these parents. What are you letting these kids do? And what limits are you letting these kids do? Because that should be, and anybody that was involved in that and was saying little shit like that, that means somebody behind them have been pushing that agenda. Because I know my kids is not going to get on there. I have a mixed daughter, half white, half black. She's not going to get on there talking about no type of slave trade, buying kids, because that's another form of humiliation and cyberbullying. You know what I mean? Oh, his hair's nappy, so I would only buy him for $1. Ain't none of that shit cute.
But see, my thing was, the school stepped in.
Yeah.
But how much can a school? How can I be suspended for something I do outside of school?
That's why I said it. That's why I started to say the parents.
Yeah.
Because the school. Yeah, you stepped in, and I told you
because the school stepped in and tried to do something about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my thing was, how much could they really do? Like
they can do a lot. Remember, I told you, like, even after school,
it has the auction and
yeah, I seen all that, and you can go in, and as you see on the page, you'll see the different things that we're seeing. And I said that to you, like, even when I was growing up, we would get in a fight after the school bus down the street after the bus done pulled off.
Yeah.
The school found out about it the next day. Oh, you were fighting at this bus stop. No, the bus went away. You're under the school supervision until you walk into your parents' house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, that's on the parents. Because remember, we was under the assumption when we first read it that it was during school hours and while they were doing the online schooling. But as we read more, it was outside of school. And that's what your question is.
Yeah,
what
like,
can the school? Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
Suspend me for activities I do out of school?
True.
You know what I mean? And once again, like I said, I don't, like we both said, they're ninth graders. I've done some.
Yeah, we done some fucked up shit. Yeah,
as a ninth grader. But are we really saying that this is? I don't think it's the kids. This was a learned thing.
Yeah, that's what I told you when I said that. Yeah, it's coming from the parents. Yeah, it's coming from the parents, man, and that shit don't make no sense. But once again, it's showing more into what this world is about, and all the way to, like I was saying to you in art. Listen, it's a mighty funny thing. They made sure all the bars and everything was open before they made sure all the schools was all the way open. Yeah. That just goes to show what this world is on. How can you make sure these alcoholics and all that get served the liquor, but you can't make sure the youth get the education? You know what I'm saying? They should have been more focused on the schools getting back open than the bars and the malls and the restaurants. Why that school? Because y'all say the youth is the future. And always, and Pac been saying that they don't give a damn about us. Yeah. Michael Jackson said, and it shows that when these motherfuckers focused on, we're gonna get the bars open, we're gonna get the clubs back open, but it wasn't the focus. We need to get these kids back in school. You know what I mean? And that to me, that troubled me. That showed me even more what this United States, what this world is built on. It's about the fucking dollar. You know what I mean? That's why it says in God we trust on it, because that's everything they trust in is on that motherfucking paper. And then I always got questions. People always say, but my thing is how can we be in so much debt and we make the fucking money? How can we be in debt and we make the money?
It's not us. It's the country's in debt.
How? And we make the money.
We outsource everything.
And that's what they always say that. You know what I'm saying? But back to staying on topic, the school shit. The school should have been the main priority. These kids is what's going to change the future. That's why these killings is going on like this, because we didn't pay attention to these kids.
I always said, I said this to you when me and you talked about it earlier, just not to be against you and what you're saying, but an adult can make a decision to go get sick. He's grown.
Gotcha.
So if you want to go to the bar and go get sick, go ahead.
Yeah.
But I know when they was trying to have school, every time I turned around, I got a alert saying that there was COVID in their school. There was COVID in the school. There was COVID in the school. So they had to make sure they had a great plan before I was going to send my kid back. I don't know about.
And no, I listen. I agree now. And when you said that to me, I told you I agreed on that. But my thing was this: whatever the plan had to be in effect. Yeah. It should have been in effect first before any other plan was developed. Before the bar developments about standing away from the bar.
But once again, an adult can make that kind of. Listen, an adult can come in here and get sick if they want.
Yeah, but I'm talking about. Now, remember I told you I seen it in California how they got the cubicle and everything, and you can't leave your desk. You can't leave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how it should be. Like when you were in school suspension. Yeah. Remember how you had to stay in that motherfucking cubicle? Now, of course, you can't control the action, just like you can't control a kid from fighting in school. Yeah, but if you get up, you're suspended.
Yeah, if you get on the bus.
But they're still busting them now.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's so hard.
It is. It is.
Control kids. I would have rather them stay home anyway too. I know what you're saying. We should have focused on the schools, but I think they did the best thing and let the kids stay home. I mean, they lost a year. Yeah. I don't care what nobody said, but they lost a year and a half.
Yeah, 2 years really.
Yeah, because they lost last year. And they lost half a year last year, and because it was like February, so it was like more like a half a year. Not even because you figured they wouldn't
go to school in September. Yes. Some go in August, so it wasn't even a whole year. So it's down to 2 years behind.
Yeah, they lost. Okay. Whatever kids is growing up right now is 2 years behind.
Yeah,
any
because they're giving them work to pacify. They're not giving them work to learn. Yeah, they're giving them work to pacify.
Because my kids don't even go to school on Fridays.
Exactly.
I'm like, where the hell did this? Like, first you get to stay home, then you don't even get, and then they done at like 2.
Exactly.
So yeah, they like my
they're
kids
just
is
pacifying
behind.
them. Yeah,
My kids are
they're
behind.
behind. They're pacifying them. All the way to, remember I said a couple episodes ago, they took the cursive writing out of.
Yeah, they don't cursive
Like,
writing.
how can you take a cursive writing out and nobody can
But
answer
dog,
me?
who cursive writes?
Every time you listen, every time you sign a
should have been
contract,
taken out, though.
every time you
Your
sign a
signature-
contract,
your
that's
signature-
that's cursive writing.
Coach, you should have your signature, but you don't use it no other time.
Yeah, but listen, you need it because you documents you have to sign.
Yes.
Like my son didn't know. Listen, when you sign your
signature,
no,
your son have a signature
because
okay,
they've been
so
stopped
bullshit.
it.
That's bullshit.
He didn't know how to. I said, you don't know cursive writing. He said no.
Okay, yeah, that's bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. When you got to sign them documents, you got to
should
teach
have
the
a
kids the signature. They took the
But
cursive writing.
okay, but cursive writing is bullshit. I hated cursive writing. I used to
But
get
that's the
E's
signature.
And,
You
and,
wouldn't
and,
have
and
learned
write. I used to get E's in handwriting. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Fuck cursive writing. You used to mess my grades up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but I'm saying, but you learned from them teaching you that. Now,
Yeah,
listen, when he say
I
sign
never wanted to
something,
do. I never wanted to write cursive. They made me write.
when you
cursive.
write in the back of your paycheck, when you go to
Yeah,
cash,
I know how to sign.
He-
yeah.
these
You
kids
know how to
don't.
sign. Okay, that's crazy.
and he's not the only one. I'm not saying it like down, and there's a lot that don't.
Okay.
They write regular.
Then you should at least know that.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's-
talking about when we used to have to write whole
Yeah, I feel in
stories
cursive,
in
yeah.
cursive. There was no reason for that. There was no reason
But
for
see,
that.
they're not even learning how to write an A connected with the N, the D.
Okay. They should know how to
They're
do
taking
at least
all
the
of that.
signature. They should have a signature class.
Exactly.
I give them
It's a
that.
double-edged sword though, because for how many years have niggas been saying that we don't need the shit that we be learning in school and we don't need to be there that long? Now we're there 4 days. Now they're pacifying us by just teaching us the bare bones of the shit. Because I don't need to know who the fuck George Washington was or what he did. I don't need to know that this motherfucking substance is gonna turn this substance to that. You know?
And see, I used to be like that too, but I'm gonna tell you, it's certain people. You don't need to know it, but somebody that want to grow up to be a history teacher needs to know that. So that's why but that's why they teach it early. It's called history. When you get to college, they expect you to already know who
But that's
George
his
Washington
story,
is.
not
In
mine.
the current system,
That's his story. I mean, that's
In the
seriously.
current-
That ain't ours.
That's not ours.
secondary education that's where you can learn that specified social studies or specified science.
Yeah.
In the beginning, teach me how to do my math, my accounting.
Exactly.
How to write my signature. I don't need
And that's what
You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. But
Yeah, but this shit, yeah, and that's why I said that.
That sound humane.
Yeah,
That sound cool.
yeah, but you still need to know a signature. Any important document, you need to, and when that's what I'm saying, y'all missing what I'm saying. With the cursive writing, it teaches you how to work
But that's what I said. We
a
need
signature A.
class. You need a signature
Yeah,
class.
cursive writing.
Yeah.
That's what
Now,
signature
hell
class
no,
is.
you ain't trying to write all the whole damn thing. I hate.
But I mean, when you first learned the cursive, think about it. In elementary school, you did the A.
And
You did
I
a capital
hated the
A,
whole
and then the
cursive.
little A cursive. Then you had to connect it. That's how they taught you how
But
to
once
do
we
the
learned how to
signatures.
spell my name,
It was over.
it should have been over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's that part. Once it got there, yeah.
See, I'm okay with learning how to spell your name in cursive because that's your signature. But we used to have to do paragraphs and
I don't have
all
a
that
problem
in
with that.
cursive.
Because I love creative.
that.
I love creative
Yeah,
writing.
okay, because you like to write. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Nigga, like writing's the last thing. I knew somebody was gonna write down shit for me, so I didn't want that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
true.
saying?
And especially when I went to jail, I was a writing motherfucker.
See, I ain't no writer. I ain't no writer.
Hey, you're right. Hey, you could listen. You become Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
You become Shakespeare, not motherfucker.
Yeah,
you gotta.
I
Hey,
ain't no writer.
baby, I missed you so much. I know I'm so sorry.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
y'all
You
got
gotta
rid
get all
of
of that.
cursive. To me, y'all got rid of cursive a little too late. Y'all should have did it around my time. Oh shit, because I hated cursive, man. I hated cursive writing.
Hey man, right now we'll take a break. Give a shout out to the sponsor. Shout out to Savoy. Shout out to Chuck. Make sure y'all come out. It's Celebrity Saturdays. What is it? Something on Fridays. He's great. Start live bands on Thursdays now. He's on the live bands on Thursday. You can come in this R&B this week, and then every week it's gonna be different. And you know, we just going up in here down in the Savoy. So shout
You
out to
might catch
Savoy.
us on Thursdays. You
Yeah,
might.
you might catch us on Thursday and Saturday. You never know when we in the building. And that's all, y'all. And when y'all see these, man, go subscribe, like, and follow, man. We need the views. We need y'all to like us. We need y'all to love us. Everything ain't always gonna be perfect. Everything ain't always gonna be what y'all want to hear about. But we just need y'all support, man. We doing this out the city of Pittsburgh. It's all Pittsburgh. Ain't nobody behind us but me and this man. And we doing this and we just keeping on pushing, and we need y'all. We need to, so we can keep the talent to be shown. And then when I say, like, I have made statements when I said I was tired of seeing, like, the rappers and stuff. I really am, because I know there's more out there besides the rappers. I know there's R&B singers. I know there's rock singers. I know there's everything coming out of Pittsburgh. So that's what I mean when I say that. I'm not dissing nobody in the rap game or nothing like that, but we have had 12 weeks full of rappers. We got more in our city than just rappers. We got more than just singers. We got more than comedians. We got models. We got everything. So, you know what I mean? Stay tuned. We do have more things coming up, but that's what I mean when I say this. I want y'all to get more and more in depth into the city. So, you know what I mean? And, you know, stay tuned, y'all. It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger.
Leaving my name on the nigga's heart like it's a tattoo. This nigga was stuck in the hole. Alice in Wonderland, magical Wonderland. Call me a gimmick, I stole his attention. It was my prediction, weatherman. Quit hitting my phone, your girl keep on calling. I don't need the drama, mysterious watch. I'm just a drug, baby look up. Adding the fruit, jungle juice. Baby, I'm lit, I'm like Pink Floyd, turning this up. Rock man, I be so high, feeling like Squidward. I don't have the time, music and movement, money to grind. Time is worth money, $4 sign, Nike shoes. Call me cow, NASCAR, metal to the pedal. They envy me, but they still running, never on my level. I'm not a boogie, but I love my hoodie. Like I love these niggas, I'm just playing, I just love the money. Yeah, he said he could beg me, I sat there and laughed. I do not get paid, I secure the cash like a baker in the kitchen. I make the cake, and when I get done, I eat my plate. I'm taking the can with me, we all gonna be good, we all gonna be straight. You know that we living, you know that we great, huh? Yeah, reckless, reckless, turning it up and get hectic, huh? Reckless, reckless, they had my name, couldn't imagine, huh? Reckless, reckless, I told homie it could get manic, huh? Reckless, 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 turning it up and get hectic, huh? Reckless, reckless, they had my name, couldn't imagine, huh? Reckless, reckless, I told homie it could get manic, huh? Reckless, 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 they thought I was playing, I told them I rap, I'm just like a lumber, I spin that slacks, I switch up the tone, caress the beat, they loving the style, they say it's on me. I'm not the baby, but baby I float, I'm like a lion, I stick when I hunt, just like a fury, I get what I want, no teeth in the bottle, the words of my charm, don't mess with no chickens, can't live on the farm, yes I'm the illest, you know I've been killing, my name is P-Hazel, don't get it confused, I never thought nothing, they know what it do, me is peace, I'm not a wishing well, catching feelings, I come in disguise, he think that I'm dog, he wanna explore, blood my line, he wanna be mine, just like an oven straight hot out the pot, counting the paper, the grind never stop, I don't have to flex, just look at my fit, just like some butter and summer I drip, brown sugar, yeah, cinnamon spice and everything quite nice, we living with turns up, they feeling the kid, I cannot complain, reckless, reckless, turning it up and get hectic, reckless, reckless, they had my name over and over, yeah, they couldn't imagine, put it back in position like a mechanic, I'm fixing the average, I taught you the game, I'm hoping to leverage, reckless, reckless, turning it up and get hectic, reckless, reckless, they had my name, they couldn't imagine, reckless, reckless, I told homie it could get manic, reckless, reckless, I'm bitch, reckless, reckless.
Y'all know what it is. We just did the 5 minutes of fame performance. Man, the shit was hot. I got my artist with me today, P-Hazel, and her dad, manager. You know what I'm saying? She just did a hell of a performance. That shit was live on the avenue. You know what I'm saying? Shot by ARTLIKEUS, of course. You know what I mean? That shit was live, yo. Recklessness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with that?
Reckless?
Yeah.
I kind of get like, I go off when I like get my beats and stuff like that, I go off the name of the beats.
Okay, okay. So so that was the name of the beat that came with you. So you basically just rode the beat all the way with it. You know what I mean? So that's how you did that. Okay, okay. I got you. So tell us some more about yourself. Where you from in Pittsburgh? You know what I mean? Tell us. Somebody might not know.
I'm from the west side of Pittsburgh.
I mean, where you grew up on the west side? Where at? Up Sheridan? Where you at on the west side?
Elliott.
Okay, there you go.
Elliott.
Okay, okay. How long you been rapping?
Not long.
It's not long.
Like, I started getting serious last year.
Okay, and but before that,
I was like, I would pick up off of people. Like my stepdad, he used to do like managing stuff, so like I would pick up off of little stuff like that.
Okay.
But other than that,
So basically, being around the business and seeing things, it made you interested into it. So you took a hit like, hey, I want to be a rapper. So let me ask you this, you know, and I know my co-host, he's itching to ask you, who are some of your influences that started you into the rap game?
Envy Sincere.
Okay.
The Baby.
Okay.
Drake.
Okay.
Wife and Lucci.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. Now, see, how old are you?
19.
Okay, so that explains why, you know, I want to explain to our crowd and to our people, to our audience, that's why you're saying those names, because they're probably like, influence. She's 19, you know what I mean? She's 19 years old, so these are influences for you. So that's a good thing, you know what I mean? Not that, but some people might not have understood how old you was. So that's, you know what I mean? So when you say those are your influences, what did you like about, let's say, one of them? Let's say Drake. What you like about Drake?
He real.
He's real?
Yeah, like people say he's soft, but he tell a story. Like he's a storyteller. Like,
Okay, okay. And you like that?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Slick Rick?
No.
Oh, see, come on, man. come on.
Storyteller, right?
Yeah, now that's a storyteller.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? And Drake it definitely is. And see, I thought you were going to say the flow, the way he flows, because I seen in your song, your flow, you just flow and go, you know what I mean? Especially the way you rolled that beat, that reckless beat, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when I seen that, that's what I thought you were going to say in that. So, I mean, what do you have, like, going on? Where do you want to see yourself at in the industry and in the game? What are you looking for to get out of this?
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly, of course.
Like,
what you want out of it? What you want out of the game, though?
I mean, I don't know. Like, elaborate. Can you,
Like when I say what you want out of the game, of course we know you want the money.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be able to take care of your family. That's the obvious, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But I'm not saying that you want notoriety in the game. You want to leave your mark. You want to be, you know, when you pass away, you know, you want to be a living legend in the music game. Is that where you wanted to be? Like, you know what I mean? How do you see yourself? What do you want to see? Or you may, and it's okay for you not to know.
Yeah, I'm still like working on it.
Okay, but you don't have no type of like, okay, I want to. We already know the money.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So where you know nothing like you don't want to see. You don't want to do like, let's say movies afterwards, or you know.
Yeah, I want to progress. I want to have a clothing line.
Okay.
Probably wouldn't be under my name though, but it would be attached to what I'm doing.
Yeah, like Rihanna, how Rihanna got hers. You know, it's not under Rihanna. I mean, she did have the one Rihanna, but other things are attached. But yeah, but I see you want to branch off into other things. Mm-hmm. So rapping is not just your main highway. You want to have a freeway where you can go off to the left, right. Okay, I got you. That's what I was saying. Like, you know what I mean? Where do you want to see yourself?
Yeah,
you know
I want to do like a clothing line. I want to do real estate. I want to do a lot of stuff. Like, I got a lot of hustles that I've been thinking of and wrapping up to, like, you know. Okay. And what have you done so far? Like, around, I see you've been in some talent shows. I see you've been at were you at the 24 doing the rap off? Did you do that? Mm-mm. Okay. I thought you were in that. But I mean, you know, what are you doing around the city? What you got going on? I had been to one show. I think it was the 24. Was it the 24?
It was Saturday.
Oh, Kansas City.
No, we went.
We did show over there on the north side.
No, not the north side. Not the north side.
We did over there.
Before I even did the
what
north
is
side.
that place right there
on the east side?
Yeah, in Homewood.
The Galaxy?
Not the Galaxy. What's the one on Frankstown?
The 30?
Over there by
the 30?
The 30 or
Simone's.
Okay.
Right next to Simone's. What's that little bar right there?
The bar right there.
You know where the Simone's? The
Denise and Earls? Denise and Earls. Okay. Oh, you performed over at the Denise and Earls. Okay. I didn't know they had rappers over there performing now. So that's a new thing. That's what's up. How was that experience for you?
It was good. It could have been better, but it was good. It was good.
I mean, that's the hood, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's my home. You know, I mean, that's where we from. So that's the hood. You know what I mean? When somebody say the Chitlin Circuit, that's what that was. You know what I mean? The Denise and Earls. You know what I mean? And not talking them down, but that's the hood. That's home. That's always been right there. So you know what I mean? And what else you got going on, like that you're working on? I see you, Greg, be on the Hot Magazine, or you got that coming up. You know what I mean? You excited? I'm glad to see you doing that. You excited about that?
Yeah, just new experiences, getting to know the business more.
Okay. Yeah. You been studying the business?
Yeah, somewhat.
You've been writing more, and then you know, that's what your dad is for. And which leads me to you, Dad, Fred. You know what I'm saying? How long you been doing this managing? You know, not a lot of people get into this managing their daughters and their children, and you not only just have one, you have two. You know what I mean? I didn't, bring that up yet, but I'm bringing it up now. Because your son's coming on a future show. Yeah. So you know what I mean? But how's that been going on? What made you want to just get into it instead of paying somebody to manage, or what made you want to do it?
What it was is, I'm gonna be honest, I had to call him.
Okay.
God gave me the calling to do it. I went through some ups and downs before I started with my daughter, and helping my son out a little here and there. Mm-hmm. I had a few artists that wasn't serious. Okay. And I would go and take them to the ID Labs and Ryan's, and they would show up. So it was like they wasn't wanting it in their heart, mm-hmm. And I said to myself, I wasn't going to do it no more. I was just going to give it up. But my daughter, she came and, Dad, I want to do it. I'm like, I don't know, because it hurts when you're putting your all into something, mm-hmm. and then it turns around and backfire, and then they're gone. Mm-hmm. I'd rather deal with that with my kids than to deal with that with other people.
I got you.
So,
so have you had that happen to you?
Yes.
Where you put your all in somebody and then they got the opportunity and forgot all about Fred? Huh?
Either was to the point where they didn't want to do it no more, or it wasn't serious. And like I talked to my daughter, I said, if I'm gonna do this, I need you to give me your 100%, and we'll go all the way till the wheels fall off. You know, so I'm doing everything I can to see her succeed. You know, I believe in the manifestation. You know, I'm a spiritual person. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. So as me meditating, and I meditate on her dreams, my son's dreams, and also mine. As far as, you know, seeing them, and it's not even that I want anything. I just want to see my kids achieve in life.
Exactly.
That they want in their dreams.
Exactly.
So I sometimes seem like I'm pushing it on them, but it's not pushing it. It's I see you talented. And for an example, I used to be a fighter. I used to box. This is all about her though. But I used to be a fighter, you know, and I seen that I wasted my dreams.
Gotcha.
To the streets.
Gotcha.
And instead of that, I want to show my kids something different.
Gotcha.
You know, so when she came to me and said this is what she want, I believe in her. I believe in her. And she believes in herself, you know, but no matter what, I'm behind you. Whatever you want to do, I'm behind you. And it's just not music. She does other things too. And I support her 100% on that as well. But whatever you want in life, we got to work for it. It's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be bumpy. And me and her talk about that a lot. And I know she's going to make it. Because you know why? I believe and I have faith in my Creator. And if this is what she truly, truly want to do, I don't care what the outcome may be. I'm going to get her here.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. How you feel hearing your dad say that? I know, like, it's a touching situation, because I'm sure, because I got daughters. So I know y'all bump heads, you know what I mean, when they're getting, dad, you know what I'm saying, getting on your nerves, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how Fred is, you know what I'm saying? And the time of me and him dealing with him, I know how he is. You know, Fred like to be punctual, he want to be early, you know what I'm saying? You might be running 5 minutes late. Like, Dad, we ain't got to be there till 6:30. Well, it's 6:15, you should have been there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Fred's here half hour early.
So, you know what I mean? And he old school with it, like, I'll be there early so I ain't got to be late, you know what I mean? So, how that make you feel just hearing your dad just now?
Good. I mean, I hear it all the time, so, like, it ain't nothing new,
Yeah.
but it do, like, make me,
You know what I mean? Because a lot of girls don't got that. And you know what I mean? That's what I be teaching my daughters, you know what I mean? Like, you got to take and squeeze that. Because a lot of women out here, young women today, and we talk about that all the time, don't have the dad. You know what I mean? And he can touch on it because he's raising 2 daughters on his own. You know what I'm saying? Teenage daughters. So, you know what I mean? We talk about the kids and doing stuff like this all the time. So that's why I wanted to hear from you. Like, and it feels good. And I can see because you kind of lit up when dad is. I'm pretty sure you heard it over and over before. You know what I mean? But it's just, you know what I mean, to see that. So let's say, will you see your daughter in 5 years from now? Let's give them and ask you a goal before I go ask her. As her manager, where do you want your daughter to be 5 years from now?
I want her to be at the top.
What's at the top though? What's
on the Grammys, getting the Grammy Awards. That's where I see it at.
What's the roads that you're willing to take to get there? Like right now, what are you trying to get into to get her there? Is what I'm saying as a manager. What roads is Fred management trying to get P-Hazel to get to the Grammys and to get to that stage?
I want her, so I'm doing everything to get her heard. Like, you know, I'm on internet trying to get her music out, hitting up everybody, and you know, I get on her too about it. But at the end of the day, I will travel anywhere. I don't care where we go. As long as I would love to go out of the country as well. You know what I'm saying? Just so she can be her and whatever that takes. I mean, to see her succeed in her life and make her happy and, you know, want to live her dreams.
Yeah, because it's going to be a lot of sacrificing. You know what I mean? And I even learned that with doing this show. It comes a lot of sacrifice. You know, me and you have talked about that behind stage, behind cameras. You know, this shit, it's a sacrificial situation. Where you got to sacrifice everything to get to where you need to be. And when I say I don't mean in a bad way. I'm like, me and you talk, they got to sacrifice going out. We got to sacrifice, I can't spend this much on hair going to the mall because I got to spend this on studio time. I got to spend this on vocal coach. I got to spend this on how to walk. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? How to choreography my video. I got to spend that on that. You know what I mean? And other women that don't know that at your age, they looking at you, oh, like you can get back to, no, I can't. Because this is precious time. Go ahead, Phil. I see you get over there.
I just want to tell you this one thing, and I just want you to know this in life. For you to go to another level, you got to leave something behind.
He tell me that all the time.
So it's just how life works.
Yeah.
So if you like going out with your girlfriends all the time, you may have to leave that behind and take the time to
Study your craft
to move forward. So just know, whenever in your life that you need to go to another level. So you're at a level right now. So you want to go higher. You gotta leave something behind and go higher. It's just how.
And it's not gonna be what you think you gotta leave behind. It's gonna be something you don't want to leave behind.
Yeah, sometimes it's people, sometimes a lot of things, but to go to the next level, you gotta leave something behind.
Yeah, because everybody can't go with you. And you gotta understand that. Like right now, you got a hell of a base. You got your mom out here in the audience. You got your brother here with you. You got, you know what I mean, your dad. You know what I mean. You got a hell of a. Right now, it got to be focused in on y'all. You know what I mean? And I tell people when I talk to an artist and stuff, think about the Jacksons. They didn't have time to go play with nobody. It was nothing but them.
They left their childhoods behind.
And they was legends.
Yeah,
and they was legends.
But you just gotta leave something.
It's called
behind.
sacrificing.
But one thing about it is, you're the child life. You know what I'm saying? So now you're 19, you're an adult. So being an adult, now it's time to say, you know what? I'm getting on the grind. I'm gonna do everything, because it's not just the manager that gotta do all the work as well. It's the artist that gotta take this as serious as well. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about this. So as long as you taking it, and like I told you, I was gonna give up on this stuff. But you're like, Dad, come on, man. I said, I ain't gonna give up on my kids. My kids want this, I'm not giving up on it.
Yeah. And I mean, you gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I see it in you. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna sit here like we in the principal's office dwelling on you. You know what I mean? It's your day. You know what I mean? But it's just knowledge. You know what I mean? And when you come and sit at the table on Pittsburgh TMZ, we show nothing but love and give knowledge. The knowledge that everybody else don't take the time to give somebody. Because it's not all about the glitter and glamour and the fame and on Instagram and all that. There's more to come along with it. You know what I mean? And always remember, even when you put a song out, just because you might only got 3 views or 3 hearts, it only take 1 to get you where you need to be. You know what I mean? And that's how you gotta look at it. It ain't gotta be 1K in an hour. It ain't gotta be 6 million. It only take 1 to get you where you need to be. And just because Pittsburgh don't like it, you got motherfuckers in Wisconsin, Nebraska, St. Louis that ain't never heard P-Hazel and would love to hear P-Hazel. So don't never get discouraged because you don't see enough views. Because I even come to that with myself with doing this podcast and with this, you know what I mean? I'm giving my own testimony inside of you. You know what I mean? I get that discouragement. So that's why I'm telling you I learned from that. Because it only takes 1. As long as 1 motherfucker keep watching, that's all that matters. Somebody's watching.
The right one.
You just take the right one. You know what I mean? So don't get discouraged in your path. Keep it going. Keep it pushing. And you're there. From the song, the 5 Minutes of Fame they sing and the work you're doing, you're there. It's just you got to stay focused. That's the hardest part of this shit. And I go through it myself, is staying focused. Focus is the key, and patience. Because when you least expect it, it's going to come. Like I learned from the old school, and I'm sure you can attest to this. They told me when you want to make God laugh, tell him what you got planned. Because he already got it planned. Like I told you before, I don't know if I told your dad, I didn't plan to do this. This wasn't in my plan. This is God's plan. To sit down here and be every week with different artists, different people from our city, given a chance to be on a platform and put their stuff out there. And it gives me my therapeutic for the week and all of that in one. So this is God's plan to me. You know what I mean? So you got to always look at that and keep pushing. Because you're a star, P-Hazel. I see it. I tell your dad all that when we first talked. You and your brother. I can't wait. I'm eager to get your brother in here because I want the city to really hear who he is. Y'all two are, I mean, I hate to say it like this, but one day we are going to look back on this interview and I said it. Y'all got the Michael Jackson Janet touches, you and your brother. Like, I'm being serious. Like, for people that don't know you, y'all, go look them up. You're going to see her brother coming, but go look up P-Hazel. You need to look them up. They do. Man, when I say this, I'm talking about the talent and the willingness where y'all going and your differentness and that. I'm not talking about just because they're huge superstars. I'm talking the brother-sister duo that's there. And I see it, especially with both of y'all. I can't say because your brother, he's on the pop.
No,
rock, but it seems pop rock too. Yeah. It could be either or. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see it coming from him, and it's so good because I'm really not into pop music. It's just not me or the rock music. But when I heard him and when I heard you, I said, "Wow, Fred got it." You know what I'm saying? It's just about getting you out more. And then like we're here. Pittsburgh TMZ is here to help you and continue on into your sales, into greatness. And and anytime you need anything, and whenever you're ready to come back to the table, you got a new single. You just want to come in, sit in here and joke and laugh and play your single. You're welcome. This is what this platform is about. This is what Pittsburgh TMZ is about. It's about making our city stars. within our city. So you know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. So I mean, tell them where they can find you, what you got coming up. You can look at the camera, you know what I mean? Tell them about P-Hazel real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
P-Hazel. Well, that's not really. Yeah. But y'all can follow my socials at _P-Hazel, OHYOUR_P-Hazel. I should be having a song coming soon. It's called Sneaky Link, so stay tuned for that. And video dropping probably tonight or tomorrow. You're probably going. Yeah.
Where's it dropping?
YouTube.
You ain't telling the YouTube.
Also P-Hazel, just P-Hazel.
Okay.
And yeah.
And that's it. You got more coming up. I know you got more work. You got that. Like I said, you got the next show you get ready to do, and you got so much going on. What's your next show you get ready to do?
I got a next show following Friday.
Okay.
At One Laugh.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll be performing there.
Okay. Okay. And then you on the hot mix on the 24th? What's that?
I think the 23rd.
Oh yeah, something like that. I seen you on that. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. We stepped with them when we were at the Jimmy Wapo auditions. You did good there. So you know what I mean? You working. Keep it up. Keep it up. Phil, you got anything for you want to add to us?
No, I mean that was great. I like the performance, and I just think we seen her already at
the Jimmy Wapo audition.
Yeah, so I already knew what she was going to bring.
Yeah,
and I just think that she has to stay the course. You know what I mean? Just listen to your dad, stay the course. I know it's going to be hard. You want to run out with your friends and all that because you're 19, and when I was 19, I wish I was doing what you was doing instead of doing what I was doing. But you got a path. You just got to stay the course.
Yeah, stay the course. That's it. Dad, I want to thank you for reaching out to me, getting, you know what I mean, getting her on, getting your kids on. Like I said, I'm here to do anything you need, any way, any shape, form. And that's it. I appreciate y'all coming on, man. And we great going to our last topic of the show. Y'all more than welcome to stay here, sit around, and y'all want to chime in. Okay. So what's our last one, Phil?
Is it okay to hug, if you have somebody, is it okay to hug your exes?
So if I'm with my girl and my kids' mom come drop the kids off, and I come outside, I'm in my, my basketball shorts, as they say, the dick shorts swing, you know what I mean? And then I come out with my flip flops and I go to hug my baby's mom. Nah, I can't do it. It's not gonna rock in my house.
I think it's how you hug them.
See, that's what I was saying.
I think that it depends on, because if you're just going around giving hugs, but if something happened to them in their family,
that's different.
That's different. Just
like at your funeral where their mom died, so that's different. But I'm talking about you pulling up, or she pulling up.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, like at the crib.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
My thing is, if I see somebody's eyes closed, that means they're enjoying the hug. So I got a problem. I might swing on you. Somebody's eyes closed, I might swing on you. So I just need to, that's my thing about it. Like, or as a guy, if a dude throw a little pelvic thrust in there, like he try to.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I know he's on something extra.
Yeah. You got the dick jinglers on, and your woman know you got the dick jinglers on. You got these throw it on her leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, baby, she looking like
extra.
But I mean, there's different types of hugs. It depends on how you hug.
And see, it depends on the situation. If you're giving them a
hug like you hug your woman, that's disrespect.
That's what I'm saying.
But
if you close your eyes,
it depends on how you do it.
Different.
Like something like this, how you doing?
Yeah, side hug is
that's
different.
Cool. But if you up there,
but don't even touch her.
Getting feels
like my thing is,
you supposed to be getting the kids.
Yeah, getting the kids. Why did you touch you? Yeah, why did you touch it?
And that's what we saying. You know what I mean? Because you got to think. And as a woman, you 19. Say you have boyfriends or whatever, and his ex-girlfriend come and drop the baby off, or you know what I mean, or vice versa.
Them all, and he like, hey, that's my ex-girlfriend, and he like,
give her a hug, hey girl.
It depends though, because I'm like, when it comes to relationships, I'm really like, if I wouldn't be in a relationship with you if I can't trust you. So it all depends on how you hug the person. Like, y'all just on a friendly hug, like, I see, you know what I mean?
But I hate when women say what she just said. And you are the typical woman, right? And I'm not gonna let you slide on that because, okay, we're gonna say this. You are with me, but you still don't trust me. You're not.
That's true.
Like you can't. Women always say, "I wouldn't be with you if I didn't trust you."
You don't trust me, but you're still here.
He's like that. Sounds good because the mouth will say anything when it's open.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Come on, because let's keep it real.
Yeah, that's real.
People come with trust issues. In this day and time, in the generations we're going through, everybody has trust issues. Whether it's from relationships, whether it's from the job fucking you, whether it's from whatever. So that's why I say, you can't say you trust a motherfucker fully that you don't really know.
Yeah.
Just because we've been together 2 years don't mean I know you.
I just say don't. I just say
I
you can't
agree with you
hug.
on that.
I just say I just
I
can't.
agree with you.
I don't believe in a hug. Like there should be.
There should be no
unless
contact.
unless there's somebody dead involved, or you know.
Because 90% of the
your mom's in
breakups
the
is bad.
hospital, like yeah, exactly. There's no good breakup.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as that. Like I don't understand how people check. Like there's a reason why y'all didn't work. Why is y'all friends now? Why is y'all friends enough to hug each other?
About
I told you, like a baby daddy, this ex, whatever.
exes.
He's your ex,
That's
whatever, or
somebody's
she's
ex.
your ex, or vice versa with a woman. And they come over to drop the kids off. And it's, hey, how you
Come
doing?
on, it's a hug.
You don't need to do all of that. Get the motherfucking kids and bring, you know how it come on, we been, Fred.
You right.
Like, first thing, bitch, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Yeah, I don't be like that too. I ain't gonna lie.
I couldn't hold Sandra
Hey,
yesterday.
Fred, look what I kept saying.
I'll be
What
like
if you
that
see?
too.
What if you see her eyes all closed,
Yeah.
like she all lit?
Like, you see her?
I'll be fighting.
I'm speaking on everybody.
Don't lie.
We keeping it real.
You just gonna hug
You gonna disrespect me? I was like, what the fuck you need to hug him to get the, well, I was getting the kids. What the fuck do the kids got to do with the hug? I was being nice and hi.
What if they were friends, like friends before the relationship? You know how some relationships end and they still
Okay.
break after?
No friends break up.
No friends break up. That's what I'm trying to say. They're like, oh, we got past and then we're friends because of the kids.
So that means
No.
y'all have seen each other occasionally and fuck still.
And that's what it is. You're still
Let's keep it real.
You're still, I'm
Because
sorry.
when we're in relationships, we're grown here sitting at this table.
Yeah.
When you get out of a relationship, you don't always immediately go into another one.
So
So
that's
you're
why y'all
still
friends.
fucking the old one.
That's why y'all were still friends.
So if we're still cool, baby's dad, it ain't gonna be baby's dad, ex, whatever, and you come, first of all, what the fuck are you coming to my house when y'all ain't got no kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, damn sure you ain't gonna hug him in the club. We out in the bar and you see him, oh, look at my ex, hey, boo.
Oh.
Hell.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's a good
I just don't feel. I don't feel like it's ever appropriate.
It's never appropriate. How you doing, sir?
Cause listen,
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
me and my baby mom, nah.
I'm not doing
nah.
it. Because I
Like,
wouldn't feel
nah,
comfortable.
we broke up. I mean, she'll hug me because she always like, oh yeah. Nah, if I had somebody, I'd be like, nah.
All right, so let me
What?
ask you this then. So, what if you with her and he's with?
There still don't need to be a hug.
No, but listen though. So say if it was like, for an example, your kid's mom.
Okay.
Okay. And then her ex
Uh-huh.
have his girlfriend in there.
Okay.
They just say, hey, how you doing, Nines? Would you get upset about that?
Nah, I don't
See,
know.
that's different.
I don't know because I don't feel like there need to be a
Well,
hug.
like you said, it depends on the type. If it's the shoulder,
Yeah.
now we all know the shoulder.
Yeah.
If you're giving them the
Yeah.
But if it's the hug where I
But
really
if
can't see if
it's
your
the,
hands grabbed her ass on the side.
Now, see, that's different.
no, that's a crazy one. I don't even. That's way too far.
That's what I'm saying.
All I need is somebody to close their eyes and hug. And it's bad. It's a
We should
bad
say,
deal.
hopefully she ain't got nothing to ride. That's a long night.
Yeah. Somebody close their eyes and hug. And y'all feel a little too much in that hug.
Or a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the kiss on the cheek.
That's for the.
Yeah, the kiss on. Because like you said, nobody breaks up
And be friends like
and be
that.
friends unless y'all
Still fucking.
That's
That's
not true.
occasionally.
What? Nah, that's
That's
kind
not
of crazy.
true. Let me
Who's
tell you
friend?
something. For an example, I'm married.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom's married.
Mm-hmm.
But we're real close. We're friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have no
I got you.
disagreement. So if I was like, hey, what's going on? We know what
That's
it
a
is.
side
That's-
hug. We ain't talking about the side hug.
We talking about a hug.
You can't pull up at her house and give her a hug. Just like she can't pull up at yours. Just the kids is grown. Your wife is gonna look at you like, what the fuck is she
Well, why does she
pulling up
No,
and giving her a
she
hug?
wouldn't.
So
Because she knows where we stand. So if you have a relationship,
I understand the
where
understanding.
you know where the stand and the boundaries is. You understand what I'm
So,
saying?
but they
what you
might
said-
not say nothing.
So what Fred is saying is he ain't hugging nothing. He know that. He said, I know my boundaries.
Yeah, he
I'm
basically
trying to
said
let
that's
you
the
know.
boundaries,
I
yeah.
know the boundaries I
Yeah.
can go. So no, the
Yeah.
type of hug you talking about, I can't do.
Yeah,
He trying
you
to
see what he did to P-Hazel, slide up.
I was
It ain't
hugging like
one of them,
this.
yeah, one of them
He
high
can't do the hug. He can't do the hug you talking about. I see the body language. I see what he talking about.
Ted, don't get this. Don't write and check your ass. When this episode comes.
Dude, I already know what he talking about. He talking about, listen, I know
Yeah,
the
that's
boundaries.
how it
He wouldn't even do that. That's what he's trying to say. He
But we
wouldn't even
talking
go
about
there.
it could be a fresh relationship. This how we didn't say with the time. We ain't say none of that. We said
I just don't think a hug is appropriate. I don't think
for the ex because it's kind of a sign of affection to
somebody who you're not supposed to
you know have affection
Yeah,
with.
I feel you.
And I understand y'all have a boundary, but like I said, your ex-wife can't pull up on an early Sunday morning, and you walk out there and hug her, and your wife look out the window was cooking breakfast like, what the fuck going on here?
That's what she bluffing. And
I understand they cool,
and
but
listen,
it's still what
and
the
if
fuck
she
going
sees
on there?
somebody's eyes closed, you might
Yes.
get stabbed when you walk back in the
Or
door.
it's a two hug like y'all whisper and saying jokes to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Vice versa.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can't go to your ex-wife's house and do that.
Yeah,
And you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Just
just
come
saying-
here, girl. What's up, man?
We just don't think
It just don't that
we think
hug
hugs
thing.
is like it's too
Nah,
inappropriate.
yeah, that's what we say. It's not appropriate for a relationship, and that's where a lot of women y'all are insecure men. No, it's not insecure. It's called respect. Certain things men tolerate, and certain things women don't tolerate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like women don't tolerate her own girlfriends being all around you in her face when you ain't home, and vice versa. No matter if I was them as my sisters, whatever. I've been with plenty of women. Ain't no bitch allowed in the house when I ain't here.
Right.
Just like ain't no man allowed in this motherfucker when I ain't here. I don't give a fuck who it is. If it ain't your daddy, and the damn, and I don't want him in here because I don't want no man in this motherfucker. This is my castle.
And I feel the same.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So you gotta think about that like that, you know what I mean? And women, they might not, at first they might not act like it, but you know, 3 days later, I seen the way you hug that bitch in an
Yeah.
argument. You know that come
Yeah.
right up. Like you be like, oh, hug the bitch. It was in the window. Why did you say that 3 days ago?
That's gonna hold. It's gonna pop up later.
I mean, you know. Hey man, it was a good show, man. Hey, I want to thank y'all for coming out. I want to thank you for doing your thing, P-Hazel. Thank you, Fred, for coming out.
I appreciate
Man,
Thank you for
hey.
giving us the opportunity to be on this show.
Man, listen, if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be no me, man. That's how I look at this, man. I don't get big-headed with this shit. None of that. If it wasn't for the artists and the people that we bring on and the topics we talk about, there wouldn't be no show, man. You know what I mean? So I thank y'all as well as y'all thank me, man. You know what I mean? So keep us going.
So I just want to know because he tried to ask her why is your name P-Hazel?
Okay, yeah.
Because he tried to get that just before we get off there.
Yeah.
Okay. So it originally started as Pretty Hazel, but it was Hazel P. But I changed it because I wanted to be different. So instead of it being P for pretty, which he made, instead of the P being for pretty, I changed it to particulate. So it's my own word that I made up, but it's above and beyond ordinary.
Gotcha.
So above and beyond
It's acronym.
ordinary.
Got you. Okay. Got you. That's good. I like that. And so you know what it is, yo. Shout out to the Savoy. Shout out to everybody that fucks with us, that subscribes, that's watching. Man, keep coming on. If you want to get on the show, get with us. Me or Phil, Tia or Tiffany, get with them too. And you know, let's just keep it going, keep it moving, y'all. And we're on to episode 13. Stay tuned. Never know who's coming up.